A diplomatic line has been crossed in Europe's Ukraine debate. Ukraine's Foreign Minister, Andriy Sybiha, has launched an extraordinary public attack on Hungary's Prime Minister, Viktor Orban, using personal language that has stunned diplomatic circles and raised fresh questions about Kyiv's conduct as an EU aspirant.
This plan is doomed to fail, Mr. Prime Minister. Your master in Moscow won't last 100 years, even if you were ready to donate him all organs. And on the day Ukraine joins the EU, we will frame this headline in due Parliament to remember your lies for the next 100 years.
The trigger is Orban's blunt declaration that no Hungarian parliament for the next 100 years will approve Ukraine's entry into the European Union. Budapest frames this as self-defense, warning against importing war, debt, and instability into the bloc.
The most significant stakes of the elections are in Ukraine outside of Hungary. Since this document, I mentioned also states that Ukraine must join the European Union by 2027. So it's not just about the 800 billion or 700, but also talks about the accession date as well. And Hungary opposes this. So, in my opinion, there won't be a parliament in Hungary in the next 100 years that would vote for the Ukrainians to join the European Union. And the Ukrainians think that the only way this can be done is to remove the obstacle named Hungary, if there is a pro-Ukrainian government in Hungary, and they are working on this. And then it is obvious in Hungary that we do not want them to join the Union. We oppose their government membership. It's clear even the DK wants to let them in. Therefore, we must acknowledge that the Ukrainians will play an active role in the Hungarian campaign because they have a fundamental interest in a change of government in Hungary. This does not make me happy. It is not a beautiful thing, even if it is understandable, but we will cope with it as well.
Sybiha's response abandons restraint. In a public post, he mocks Orban, links him directly to Moscow, and vows that Hungary's opposition will be memorialized when Ukraine joins the EU. The language is sharp, emotional, and openly confrontational. This is not just a war of words. It marks a rare case of a non-EU state attacking a sitting EU leader in personal terms, while simultaneously seeking unanimous approval from that same union for membership. Brussels now faces an uncomfortable dilemma. EU accession is governed by rules, not rhetoric. Hungary holds veto power, and no amount of public pressure or social media escalation can override that legal reality. As Budapest mocks what it calls Brussels' blind obedience to Kyiv, this clash exposes widening fractures inside Europe. The question is no longer only about Ukraine's membership timeline, but about how much open hostility the European Union is prepared to tolerate from a candidate state knocking on its door.